about 40 years old.
Late 20s?
30-something.
You're a New Yorker. You're probably not a native New Yorker.
Southern Jewish.
Red hair?
Balding.
You kind of remind me of Art Garfunkel.
Maybe you reminded me a little bit of Groucho Marx.
You do not do business, I think.
An office type guy.
A musician.
I'd more lean towards writer.
You appear to be a kind person.
I'd say you have wise eyes.
Whatever, just like anyone I'd see in the train or walking around.
I think you're reasonably attractive.
You seem to be honest.
I would say that you're an artistic kind of person who doesn't really care much about what others think about how you dress.
If I were an animal, what type of animal would I be?
A dog.
How come?
Because dogs are friendly and you're friendly. Your hair reminds me a bit of a dog. I just thought you'd be a friendly dog.
What's my story?
Your story?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're an artist all the time. It seems like that there's other interests there.
I would say that your parents are intelligent people who are educated.
I think maybe live in Brooklyn, read a lot of books, maybe you have a cat.
I mean, you could be a doctor. Like if you walked into like if you were wearing the coat and everything, I would believe you were a doctor. You have one of those faces that kind of fits a little bit of everything.
What do you think my story is?
Huh.
Who am I?
You're a very open person and are into film and into psychology.
Probably a caring individual, although you don't want to admit it. You have a theory about how people perceive or identify other people, and you're trying to either gather support, hopefully for or against it. You probably are a liberal, and you probably hate George Bush. You're probably against the war in Iraq, and you're probably pro-choice.
What's my message?
I think give everyone a fair chance.
What's my family like?
I would say that your mother is probably the affectionate one, your father's probably the demonstrative one.
I picture you as your mother having more of a role in your life than your father.
What's your family like? You seem kind of timid. Usually whenever I meet people that seem a little bit timid, I picture their parents being kind of harsh. You know, for some reason that person's kind of gone into a shell.
Am I in love?
I don't see a ring on your finger, not that that means anything.
You either are in love or you think that love is important and you want to be in love at some point of time, definitely.
Maybe with someone that doesn't love you.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
What makes up my identity?
It's hard to say without knowing what you do for a living.
You probably have a lot of identities. I think you probably have a lot of realities.
You see yourself through others, see yourself reflected in others.
How old was I when I lost my virginity?
14.
16.
16?
17?
17.
18.
18?
18.
19.
20.
You seem like a virgin to me.
What's a secret that I keep?
Organize your socks according to the date that you bought them.
You're never satisfied.
You actually never wear scarves?
So what do I struggle with in life?
I would assume money.
You don't look like you're in a suit, so I would say financially you're struggling.
I don't think you have a wife yet. And that may be part of what you need to round out your life at some point.
Where would you find me if I wasn't here?
The Museum of Modern Art.
Red Hook or Greenpoint.
What's the worst thing I've done?
Maybe failing to live up to somebody's expectations for yourself.
Stolen film equipment.
Worked in a strip club.
Killed your mother.
Acid?
If you were to ask me a question, what question would you ask me?
ask you your name.
That's going to be my last question, actually. I'll ask you that now.
What is your name?
What's my name?
Rob.
Herman.
Harry.
Ralph.
John.
Kyle.
Samuel.
John. David.
John.
David.
John?
I'm going to guess Josh.